Good morning, everyone. Today is December 11th. Early Merry Christmas. I'm definitely in a Christmassy holiday mood today. Things are going pretty well here. And I just wanted to share some of the progress of what's going on with my windowsill plants. I got some coffee brewing. You might be able to hear that or not. And so anyways, let me start with this little orchid that I just watered. This is the one that you might have seen that I had. I ordered it. It came mounted on a little piece of wood, and it was terrible. It was dying. So I took it off the mount. I don't like mounted orchids, and I put it in a Nepenthes mix that I have, which is long fiber sphagnum moss, orchid bark from orchiata, and perlite. And I think it's doing much better. It even has a little baby coming out back there. I don't even remember what kind of orchid this is. I think it's one of those ones that gets a ton of little flowers, but for now it like had almost no roots. But the roots are, I think they're growing back. Let's see. I can't tell, but I think they are growing back. They are doing better. I actually had this rooting in a jar of water, and the roots were coming back. So then I potted it into this, and now a little baby is growing out. So I think that's all a good sign. Let's put it right there. And remember in an earlier video that all my orchids except for one are in bud. And I finally get to know what one of these unknowns is going to be. Looks like it's going to be a white orchid with dark purple big splotches and a yellow center. It's not fully open, but can't wait. And here's that magenta purpley one with the little white fear faces. I love that. These are the three that were unknown. And then the one in the background there in that jar is still unknown. It has a spike, but it hasn't opened yet. And this is a Bulbophyllum cranianum, and then this is a Bulbophyllum phalaenopsis, and this is a new leaf and bulb that it made. And this is a Phalaenopsis gigantea, and so is that one. And then here's a Phalaenopsis that I am looking forward to it flowering again because it gets white flowers with lavender lips that look just like the color of this pot. A few little Astrophytum cactuses, a jar of, these are onions, the little ones, what are they called? Chives? Common chives. Unfortunately, my big onions are not doing well, so I don't think I can recommend. This was an experiment, but I cannot recommend this type of jar system. Although I made this one different than the other ones, I think I made a mistake. The top has to be bigger with more dirt, and then the water reservoir needs to be smaller. And I did these guys with a big water reservoir and a small amount of dirt, and I think that's the problem. So if they don't work out, Chris can buy me more at the grocery store and try again, or try to find some way to grow onions inside the kitchen, because it was nice while they were healthy. So this is a Hoya, and this is a Lowe's Rescue Orchid. It's been very happy in this type of bottle culture. It's just in there with rocks and water. And they have taken off the orchids that I have in that. Here's another one that's in that type of system. And it's got a spike. And this is my microtom. Now, it is doing great. I've got it in this ceramic jar, but I've got it in these small 3-inch plastic. I just watered it and fertilized it. And we have little micro flowers. I have never had a tomato work out for me in forever. It's just been so much bad luck. You guys can actually go through my old videos and see all my failures through there if you want. But years of trying. Mostly it's been bugs infesting and just destroying everything. this one is small enough, and I was thinking of potting it into a pot this size and hanging it in this location, actually, so it would get the 2 grow lights. But you know, and I thought that, well, there's 3 plants in here, and that's just a 3-inch jar. They're overcrowded. They seem happy. They're making flowers, so don't fix what ain't broke. If it's not messed up, I don't think I need to put them in a bigger pot. I think they're gonna make tomatoes. Okay, so that is the short update, and the patio back there through the window. I am going to have hopefully a big update going on with a plan that I have for that. Oh, one more thing I want to show you guys. Okay, I know the lighting is bad. This is backlit, but this is a Hoya. This is a common Hoya. I think this is Red Dragon. And it's a Pubicalyx Red Dragon. And it makes these little red... Well, I had no idea that these had a scent. I mean, I've heard about it, and I would go out and I would smell it, and it would have no smell or very faint smell. You had to stick your face in it. But now that it's been indoors because of winter... it definitely has a smell, and I found out that it's nocturnal. That's why I never smelled anything on these Hoyas, because the scent doesn't come out until at night. And then Chris would come home and he'd be like, "What's that perfume?" I was like, "What perfume?" And I walk in the room and it's like really, really strong. Oh, something's blooming. And I went through and I smelled all the orchids, and I knew the orchids don't smell, but I did that anyways, and we couldn't figure it out. And then I remembered there was a Hoya in here, and we found out that this was the one. And it's got a kind of a mix of a floral perfume, but also spicy. So it's kind of a strong scent. Some people might not like it if you have these indoors. But now I know that Hoya Pubicalyx Red Dragon is a nocturnal bloomer. Well, it blooms all the time, but the scent comes out at night. So today is December 11th, 2020, and just an update on what's been going on here apart from plants. Well, the big thing is we are getting ready for the new roof we are going to be getting. Things are actually coming together. We got the permit, and yesterday a big truck arrived and dropped off all the shingles, and they're actually on the roof right now. It's pretty cool. I think I'll show a still picture of that. So that is the new tiles, and I'm going to do a video in the future once it's all done, showing the progress we've had to do both inside and outside. As for the budgies and the birds, they are all doing great. Minion is very, very close to his 200th word. I'm trying to teach him new things. He's been listening intently. I don't know if he's got it. He might surprise us. We've got a few days left in the year. I don't know. Right now we're at 188 words with him. And if any of you guys have any advice, if you guys know anything about cameras or cell phone cameras, I need some advice. As you can see on his cage, I have 2 microphones set up. One right there and one over there. And he loves his mic. And the reason I haven't been posting a lot of talking videos with him... Oh, and you guys see that little green clip on top of the bell? I also sometimes put one of the mics up there. I only have 2 mics. I could, 3 would be ideal to have, and then a few backups in case they eat the cords. But the reason I haven't been posting too many talking videos is not because he's not talking. He's blabberbeak. He talks a lot every day. But when I get the phone out, the camera out like this, that is what he does. He starts preening on purpose instead of talking. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just cleaning my feathers. And what I need is I need to set up some kind of camera that I can remotely turn on from my desk here. The keyboard and everything. I could just, I'm turned in my chair and not facing them, because when they see the chair turn, especially if I reach for my phone, which is usually in this little phone holder, he just clams up. It's very annoying. And the moment I put the camera down, he starts talking. He also doesn't like it if he sees me grab the wires. Right now I am not recording through the mics. Temporarily I've got the mics here. I have cleared off a lot of stuff on this desk because this is going to have to be clear and empty. I mean, completely clear just of the biggest furniture because they are going to be doing the ceiling in here. Oh, guys, you're so excited. Emma's so loud. She's so happy right now. So anyways, yeah, I could set up a little tripod here. I also don't like filming him inside the cage, always behind bars. But he only talks when the door is closed also. And if I open the doors, of course he'll come up. But he will talk up there. But the problem is that he stops talking once I grab the camera. So I need something that he doesn't know that the camera's rolling so I can catch him talking to his little heart's content. The other thing I have been up to is, or actually I have not been up to and I need to. I haven't had time. I've been so busy boxing things up in the house. As I don't know if the Christmas cards this year are going to be out on time. I make a custom card every year. Been doing it for over 10 years now. And I hate to think this is the first year that I might be late. This is a card. You guys get a sneak preview. This is a drawing of Minion. Now, this is a birthday card I got from my friend Cal Zephyr. She made a pencil drawing of him. I've been slowly inking him, and soon I'll be able to start coloring him, and I hope to print this out and send it out to all of you guys that are my friends. But it's been slow. I just haven't had the motivation and then the time with this roof project. But I'm hoping that this can turn out to be a beautiful card, hopefully soon. Okay, I think that's it. I always forget to do something in my updates. Hope you guys enjoyed this. There's Minion pretending like he's not doing anything, but he wants to talk to that mic. So, hope you guys like it. Des signing off.